So the Panthers have lost 4 out of the last 5, scoring a grand total of 2 goals in the 4 games. Now I have said that I think half the team is sick because a bunch of guys were sick. That said, if they felt anything like I feel today, they're all forgiven. Because I can barely stand up. I don't know how the hell they were skating around with whatever this shit is.
We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime!
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Alright, Panther fans. So, jeez, come on. Alright, jeez, I'm not dying. I'm just sick. Okay, so for those of you who dislike it when I yell and rant and scream and everything when we lose, that's good news for you for today, because we could lose 9-3, and the only basic thing you're going to get in this post game is because that's about how I feel right now. Unfortunately, I have a long-standing history going back to grade school of getting sick right around before Christmas. I remember there was multiple years in a row I missed the whole week of school before Christmas break, and then I would be like sick still during the first week of Christmas break. I don't know. I got nothing. I got maybe it's the moon and the stars and the planets. Who the hell knows? Bottom line is Anton Lundell is back, so he's not sick anymore. Gadjevich is still out, so Lockwood draws in, because why would we ever play Sordif or Samaskevich? I know they're not fourth line players, that's what Maurice says, but I don't believe anything Paul Maurice says anyway. Bobrovsky is in net, and unfortunately, we are playing our worst hockey in a long time as we get the Vegas Knights coming into town, and we all know how that went last year. And I just, maybe it's better that I don't feel so good, because had I been up and ready for this game, I'd probably be bitching and complaining and pissed off about last year all over again. I don't have the energy for that right now. I will say this, though. I know I cracked a joke in the intro, but it's true. If those kids had what I have right now, y'all forgiven for looking lazy on the ice. Because my old decrepit ass can barely stand up. I'm going to be in the stream with Kyle in my recliner with the blankie. And if it gets 2-0 in Vegas, I'm liable to start snoring. I woke up. I haven't felt good for a couple of days. I haven't felt 100%. And how I know I'm getting sick is all I want to do is eat sugar and my lower back will start to hurt. And I've been okay, but then this morning I woke up and just like all day it has just been a rapid descent. And I'm alive. But I knew it when I woke up this morning because my eyes are all poofy and glassy, all caked up with yuck and stuff. So whatever they had, they transmogrified it all the way over to my house. And of course Kyle was fine. So, all right, Panthers, do me a freaking favor and give me 2 points. So, it's no score after 1. I am out of words. I'm out. Like I'm out. We've outshot them. Shots on goal, I think, are 20-3. We either had 39 or 40 shot attempts. I think Vegas has already blocked 9 shots. But we have 20 shots on goal on this kid who's in like his 4th, 5th, whatever, 7th career game, who doesn't have good numbers. And we can't get a goal. We haven't hit the post yet. We're doing a lot of missing. We hit him in the mask. I mean, How do you complain? But then how do you not complain? Do you know what I mean? Like, you had 39 shot attempts in a period. We dominated that period as much as you could humanly possibly dominate a hockey period. We can't pull one past the goaltender. Now, the only thing that, I guess we're saving up, the hockey gods are saving up all of the luck for the second half of the season, playoffs, Stanley Cup, which, by the way, Valleys, I don't feel good as it is. Do you really got to put up the stat about how Marchessault won the Conn Smythe, and then you got to talk about how the Panthers won only the one game again? Do you really got to do that to us? We know. We know. Big secret. We know. My concern is you can't outshoot a team 20-3 the whole game, or it would be 60-9. I'm not thinking that's fixing to happen. My concern here is that at some point, Vegas is going to get that goal, and we're going to look at it, and it's going to be 30-5 on the shot clock, and we're going to be down 1-0 in the game. I'm going to go sleep. All right, so it's 2. What the hell? Jeez. It's 2-2 after 2. Congratulations, Panthers. You scored a couple of goals in the same period, no doubt. So in the intermission, I texted my father. And the last thing I texted him before the game started was I said, we're totally dominating, but we all know Vegas is going to take the lead on their 5th shot of the game. Which is exactly what they did. And then we take the lead 2-1 on a beautiful shot from Bennett. Forsling gets one. He's playing a hell of a game today. And then with 22 seconds left in the period, just Bob makes save, rebound. Ekblad didn't have his man. Puck's in the back of the net. And it's tied at 2. And find a way to get the points. I don't care. I don't care if we get 40 more shots and only one goes in. I don't care if we got to go to overtime. I don't care if we got to go to 21 rounds of the shootout and break that record. Don't care how it looks. I really don't. Find a way to get the 2 points. Oh, thank God. 2. These are the worst claps ever. Why can't I clap this week? Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 points. Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to throw up. Okay. All game I've been like up and down with the energy level. We've been having Scootaloos. So every once in a while I get an injection of sugar and the energy level goes up. And then as the energy level goes down, I start thinking, oh, I don't feel so good. All right. Thank God. Oh, my God. There's going to be no complaints. Not one. Let's see how many minutes. There'll be the shortest post game ever. I'm going to try to not complain. No complaints. We got 2 goals on 2 consecutive shots on 2 power plays, and we win the game 4-2. Now, I don't care who was in net. I don't care. I don't care that he was like some 6th-round draft pick who's not exactly ready. Don't care. When it's going bad, it's going bad. And that first period was a continuation of some of the things that we've seen, because even in the games where we've been looking bad, but then even when we look good, we won't go in the put in the net. And what did I say? I said, I don't care how it looks. I didn't anticipate that, though. Did not anticipate getting 2 goals on 2 power plays like that. Verhage, good God. I'm not going to complain. Between Reinhardt and Verhage, it's going to be like $25 million. I know that's just a little bit of an exaggeration. Not a lot. Hopefully. What here was it? Put it this way: if Bill Zito can somehow get Sam Reinhart and Carter Verhage each to sign for $8 million, does he get an automatic pass into the GM Hall of Fame while he's still a GM? I think so. If he can somehow convince Verhage and Reinhardt to both just take 8x8 and sit down and shut up and keep playing, I don't know how that's going to happen. Verhage is just so good, man. He just slides into position right where he needs to, and just it's like watching. If you've ever watched a professional archer, archery with the bow and arrow, where they can, if you've ever seen them on like a obstacle course or whatnot, and they're running and they'll stop on a dime and just hit the bullseye. That's what Verhage is like. He's just ridiculous with that. Gustav Forsling. Now, I'll say this. Last game, it's not a complaint. Last game, what did I say? I said in the recap, I said in the review with Stu. I said, I don't see anybody saying, I got this. Today, that was number 42. He played a whale of a game. What I will say about Ekblad, since I'm not complaining, is that he made at least 3 really nice plays on the power play, on the penalty kill, excuse me. Vegas had a penalty there, I believe it was third period, that could have made the game a little bit closer, and Ekblad had at least 2, if not 3, really good plays. See, complimentary of Ekblad. Who else? Barkov played well. Chucky, finally, hey, what do you think? I mean, he didn't score a goal, and he passed up the shot on the empty net. That's not a complaint, but he looked good. He looked more like himself. Okay, I think he had 2, maybe 3 assists. I know he had at least 2, because I think he had assists on both of the power play goals, and I think the Forsling goal was from Barkov and Kachuk. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he might have had 3 points today. So he clearly watched my video about his declining ice time and being on a 1 point per 3 games pace. Who else? Defense, Mikula, Kulikov, good games. Like I said, Forsling, Brandon Montour looked a lot like himself tonight. A lot of these guys look like they picked up their game tonight. Now, keep doing it. Okay? Absolutely, please, guys. We need to get on a roll. We need to continue to play like this, because the teams that we have coming up, ain't none of them suck. Okay? Not even the Canadians. Look at the standings. If you're not sure if the Canadians are at least decent, look at the standings and you'll be like, oh, geez, I didn't know that. Rodriguez, what I will say about him, since I'm not going to complain, is his face can definitely take a beating and keep on smiling later on. So we're good to go there. Lundell looked. What Lundell does is he plays ridiculously good defense, and he makes it so that we have a 4C. Because while I do believe Stenlin could handle 3C if need be, putting Lundell at 3C, obviously where he belongs, makes it so that Stenlin goes in at 4C, which gives us a really good 4th line. Okay? Lomberg was engaged. Lomberg had the fight against Kolazar, although I wouldn't call it much of a fight, because he cracked him across the jaw. Kolazar went down wetter than a paper bag, and that was the end of that. Okay, then we saw all the stuff happen here at the end of the game where, Kachuk had gotten body slammed. They was really going after us today, and hey, look, yes, if you're a Vegas fan and you're watching this video, in the comments, you're going to say, yeah, but who won last year? There's nothing we can say about that. We can say half of our guys were injured, which, by the way, as an aside, did you guys see the quote from Paul Maurice? I was reading George's article about the opening up of the practice facility, and they were talking about Panthers playing Vegas, and Maurice lets it out that the plan for Kachuk in the finals was to get him 5 days of rest and get him out there for Game 7 with a broken sternum. Come on now. But that's true. That's what Maurice said. And he wasn't kidding either. Crazy. I got no words for that, okay? Get him 5 days of rest. He's got a broken sternum. And so there's that. So did I miss anybody that had it? Well, Bubba. Bubba did what Bubba needed to do. Obviously, he wasn't tested a lot in the first period. Then the rest of the game was kind of pretty much even in terms of the shots and everything like that. He made some pretty good saves, let a couple in. But we shouldn't, I know this is hyperbolic, but we should really never lose any games when we only give up 2 goals. We really shouldn't. With the guys that we have that should be able to put the puck in the back of the net, we should really, rarely lose a game where we only score 2 goals. So, all right, I already said what I was going to say about Ekblad. I think that's it. Let me see. Verhaeghe, Bennett, Kachuk, Barkov, Rodriguez, Reinhardt. I don't even want to talk to you, Sam. Okay, just sign the contract, 8x8. That's what we've got. Okay, it's no taxes. You got bikinis, got the beaches. What else they got down there? All right, just that's it, Sam. Just sign the contract. Sit down, shut up, sign the contract, and that's what you got to do. All right. So, all right. Boy, do we need that 2 points. Oh man, do we need it? Helped me feel better. Helped me feel a little bit better. My energy level is definitely doing a little bit better. We could not lose that game. You know, not just, I mean, look, other teams are winning, right? We've had this little break here where the Wings have been losing, so that's kind of helped us. But, you know, Toronto's passed us. Tampa Bay has caught us for the most part, give or take. So you have to keep stacking points. Now we get a few days off. What is today? Today is Saturday. We don't play again till Wednesday. We've got the Lightning. Kyle and I will be live tomorrow on the football channel for the Dolphins. And then, like I said, for the members of Patreon supporters, there will be no podcast on Monday because Monday is Christmas. But Tuesday, I will be back. Which, by the way, thank you all for hanging out on the stream tonight. Thank you all for all the super chats. Jake, thank you especially. At the end of the game, as Christmas present, he handed out 50 new memberships. And we probably had about 60 people on the stream at that time. So I don't know how YouTube works it. If somebody is on the stream and they already had a membership and they're giving out free, I don't know if that gives them an extra free month or if it goes to people that have been on the stream earlier or just made comments. Not sure how that works out. So if you're watching this and you're a new member, if you were gifted a membership, let me know. If you were on the stream, if you'd already been a member, if you get an extra month, let me know because I'm curious how that works because a lot of people have been giving out memberships and I genuinely love that because that gives people a chance to listen to the podcast and then they re-sign up for the $3 a month. So I'm curious what happens if like there's 50 people in the chat and 40 of them are members and then somebody buys 50 memberships. I'm curious who gets what. So. But thank you again, guys, everybody. Other than that, I assume as long as I feel as good as I do now, which I probably will, Stu and I should be live tomorrow morning. I don't want to guarantee that it'll be 8 o'clock, but knowing Stu, he'll be blowing up my phone at 6:30, wanting to do it because he went to the game today with Tom, and they're going to be all jacked up and ready to go. So I would say there's a 90% chance it'll be 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if not, it'll be in the morning. I'm sure I'll feel good enough to gut it out. I'll be okay. Panthers get a big fat 2 points. Nice way to nice way to enter the Christmas break. I got to wrap presents, and then I got to eat dinner, and then we got sweet potato pie. Oh, as if I wasn't getting fat enough from all the peanut butter and jelly and Scroodaloos. Now I got sweet potato pie coming tonight. So, 2 points.